I'm so excited to show you our Stencil of the Month Club set for July. So we're in June, but July is coming up, and before you know it, it will be the end of the year. So it's I'm wintry here in Australia, and so I'm excited to share a wintry fun Christmas stencil set today. So if you haven't heard about our Stencil of the Month Club, this is your chance. And if any of you would love to share this and sprinkle it out there. Hi Kathleen, I'm so glad that you're finally catching me live too. Yes, so if you are wanting your friends to know about the Stencil of the Month Club, this is the week to join. So the club is open for new intakes once a month, and so this is the 7-day period right now, starting from today, that you and your friends, if you haven't already joined, can join the Stencil of the Month Club. And so if you do join the club, use my code, I Restore Stuff, and you can use the link in the description of the live, and you will get a free month from if you join the basic plan, and I'll explain the two plans to you today because I've got both sets here today to show you what comes in each. Or you'll get 50% off your first month in the premium plan. So that's all. If you use my code I Restore Stuff, you'll get those savings when you join. If you join today or this week, anytime you can use that code when the Stencil of the Month Club is open. So let's have a look at the set today, and the other fun news that I want to do later. If I get time, I would love to use some of the Father's Day and manly themed stencils that I just received last week because I haven't had a chance to use them yet. Hi Renee, Renee's here. I'm so excited that you're here. Joyce Ann, you're getting both sets. Amazing. Okay. Yes, Essential Stencil has put the link right there. Club is now open. Join today and get your first month free on the basic plan or 50% off your first month with the premium plan. Let us have a look at what is in the premium plan first for this month. It's next month, sorry, July, and then I'll show you the basic plan, which is a little mini version of just certain elements from the premium plan. All right, so here it is, our Christmassy themed. If you are in the Stencil of the Month Club, you will have seen us post there. Essential Stencil has posted in there what these sets are, and you can always see it at stencilofthemonthclub.com, so you can see that on the stencilofthemonthclub.com page. So let's have a look what's in the premium plan. You get 3 sets of stencils, so 3 pages of stencils, I might say. So the first one is this beautiful wording. So we've got Happy Holidays, 3 different beautiful fonts, Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, Hello Winter, and you know me, I love to mix and match fonts and letters and words, so you could even have the happy with Christmas, you know, Happy Christmas, Happy Winter. Oops, here we go. I'm back to front here on my screen. So there's the words. You could even use the hello for something completely different that's not even winter or Christmas related. So we love to use those words. All right, the second thing we have in the premium plan is the word winter. Words winter blessings, and again you can use the word blessings for something totally not Christmas related or winter related, but it just fits really nicely. And I'm going to be working on some rounds today. Let me just show you that. So these I found at a thrift store, would you believe it or not, and they're actually nice wood looking rounds, but it's a reversible placemat. Now you might have something similar to that in your stores over there in America. I'm in Australia, so yeah, but it's a reversible sign. So we'll be doing some rounds today. So we've got that, and we've got the mistletoe, which, whoops, I'm hanging it upside down. Isn't that gorgeous? Can you imagine that on a round, just coming down from the top, the top of a round like that would be beautiful with some words on it. And then we've got some holly and berries right here. I'm having trouble pointing to things backwards, back to front. And then, of course, there's these beautiful little branches that would look great on just anything. Okay, so that's the second sheet. So they all come with 3 sheets, and the Stencil of the Month Club you get shipped to your door every month. So we are open for 1 week, and this is the week that we are open for intakes, and there's a gorgeous wintry snowflake pattern that you can use for backgrounds. You can use it for rounds. Let me show you the round example that they have here, and they've got this on the site too. Oh yeah, how you can use that on a round. So use it for the pattern underneath and then add your Merry Christmas at the top there. So lots of great ideas you can do with that. This is the premium plan. Now, Stencil of the Month Club is open this week only, so if you want to join, now's your chance to get your first month free on the basic plan, or 50% off your first month with the premium plan using my code I Restore Stuff. Now, they always offer an add-on, so it's always usually coordinating with the set, and this month's theme is Christmas in July. So the add-on for this month, and so this is optional, doesn't come automatically with your premium set. It's optional with the premium plan, okay? So we've got several gorgeous Christmas trees across the top here. Wouldn't they also look good on a round? You know, I'm just having trouble deciding which one I'm going to do today, so they would look great on the bottom of a round. And then we've got the Christmas decorations hanging, and you know, those, I'm going to use those today. I want to use them on the top of a round. But think about all the things you could do with these individually, you know, just using that single ball right there. You could use these on little tags. I want to use some mini tags today. I'll show you what I will do with those in a minute. These are black ones, chalkboard kind of mini tags. So I'll be using those. So that is the premium plan. Now let's go, and maybe I'll just leave the basic plan for later to show you what's in that. So stay tuned. We're going to get started right here on our premium plan set. But please stay tuned because I'm going to show you what's in the basic plan in just a minute. All right? That'll keep you hanging on, won't it? Okay, so what I want to do is get this started, and I've got my 3 sets here. Today, I had such a hard time trying to decide which one I'm going to use. I won't be using the snowflakes, but I do want to use the words here. And I was trying to find, now my round isn't quite the width of what the general Essential Stencil round stencils are made for. I think they're made for more 16-inch rounds, and this one is 13 inches. So, but you can make words fit. Like I would make the Hello Winter would fit perfectly right there. We've got Merry Christmas that would fit nicely there. Happy Christmas is a little too long for this word, but what I can do is I could put holidays down here and happy up here. So you see how you can sort of switch and change and move things around to make your words fit. So I will be using the Merry Christmas today, and I'm thinking, because this is a round that I have picked up at a thrift store, it's got 2 sides to it, and it has sort of it says on the label that it's MDF, so it is not proper solid wood, but it has this grey silvery side, and it also has this wood side. So either side, the silvery grey, would still look great for a Christmas themed set also. But this way, I love the reversible factor of these, because then I can use these for, I think I'll use the wood side for right now. You can use the other side for something else that's seasonal, you know, the previous season, and then you can just flip it around for when it's Christmas. So if you're just joining us, welcome everybody. I'm just going to go find my live here so I can see your comments on my laptop as well, because I can't always see it on the phone. Okay, so what I want to do is tape off where I'm going to put the word Christmas, and we're going to put some kind of a band across here, and then I'm going to add the add-on feature of these decorations to the top of my round. Here we go. Now I can see you all. All right. So Eleanor's asking what's the price of the premium plan. Well, Eleanor, there's 3 different plans, I believe. Like you could have a 1-month subscription, or a 3-month, or a 6-month subscription. So it depends which one you would like to choose. But it's all right there at stencilofthemonthclub.com. You can look through all of the different options at the link that Essential Stencil has put there. Now I want to use the word Merry Christmas, and we're going to block off or tape off the area that we want to stencil. So I'm going to want about that size. So here, I've got to stand up for this. How am I going to do this? I want it around about there, so I'm just going to have to guess. I could what I could do is put it down there where I want it. So I want this area blocked off to put my words on. Then I get my measuring tape and I can measure just see through the stencil to where I want it to go. So it's at just around about 3 inches. Perfect. So then I can take my tape off. Oop, that's very sticky. What I might do is tacky that. So sometimes I'll just put it across my apron and it stops it being so sticky on the surface. So then I want to measure 3 inches up from there. And that was going to be the top of my tape, wasn't it? Oh, I wish this had a lock that worked. It doesn't quite work. Let me see. I'll stick it down and see if I'm correct in guessing the height. I'm getting a little tangled here. Okay, let's see. Oh, almost. So just about a 1/2 inch more. And not that it would matter too much. There we go. So that's where I want my tape. We're going to be painting a surface there. And then I'm going to measure again. So we're going to have a little space right here for Merry Christmas to fit right across. And then I want the next part to be about here. So we'll tape that. And again, I'm going to de-sticky it by rubbing it across my apron to make it less tacky. And I'll pop that there, and then it looks about center. So I'm going to guess it's about 6 inches and a little bit, 6 1/4 maybe. How are you all today? Oh, everyone's excited about the new stencils. Hi, Melissa. Thank you very much for saying hello. Look, guys, if you want to share this with your friends, today is the day to join. Well, this week, for the next 7 days. The cutoff date is the 20th of June. So you will need to join by the 20th of June, excuse me, in order to meet the cutoff. Oops, that's about 6 inches. We'll tip it up a little bit more. And then we'll double check to make sure we're in the right place. And a little bit more. I don't think I shifted it much at all. So 6 1/4, yeah, that's about right. And then I'm going to measure to make sure my space is fairly even all the way across, 3 1/2. 3 1/2, great. So now I can firmly plant that down, and we'll double check our word will fit beautifully in the center there. Now I'm going to use a Fusion Mineral Paint red color. This is called Fort York Red, and it's quite a bright pigments in it. So sometimes when you're doing a bright red, the pigments don't quite, it's very translucent, and that happens with no matter what paint you're using. But I think instead of stenciling this, I might brush a good portion of it, because otherwise we will take a while to do that. So just grabbing a paintbrush here, and we're using, this is Fort York Red in Fusion Mineral Paint. It's actually a furniture paint. Hi Pamela. Pamela saw that if you join, the first month is free. Is this true? Well, Pamela, I'll show you. If you use my code, I Restore Stuff, the first month is free on the basic plan, or 50% off the first month in the premium plan. So that's how it works. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and paint across here in this beautiful red color. Notice I'm not going close to the ends here yet. It's fairly similar to stenciling when you want to do painter's tape. It's almost like stenciling with painter's tape. You want to make sure that you're not going to get that bleed through under the edge. And this is how I do it. There are a few different methods of, painting under it in a different color first or in a clear first, but we're just going to go ahead and paint it this way. And what I do is I will come in from the ends of the painter's tape like so. So coming in from that end up there and moving towards the center. Okay, so that will stop it from bleeding underneath. So it's similar to when you're stenciling. You want to get and make sure I'm also not dripping paint down the edge of the piece as well, of your sign. So I don't want to get paint all the way down on the edge there. So, oh, it's got me in the Christmas mood already. Look at that bright, bright red. This is called Fort York Red by Fusion Paint. And I do have a link for an affiliate link for Fusion Mineral Paint if you would like to use that. I would love that. And you can ask me for that in the comments, or Essential Stencil will put the link there for you. So that I can still see through the red. So if you wanted to, you could add a second coat to that, or you could treat it just sort of like as if it's a bit of a stain or a wash and you're meant to see through that. So it's up to you how you would like to have that seen. I can see a little bit of brush stroking, so I'm just going to smooth that out a bit and make sure I've got those ends down. I might dry that. I'm feeling like I could do with another coat, so I'll use my hairdryer and just pop this into a plastic bag for a minute so it doesn't dry out. And let me see. Yeah, don't forget to use my code I Restore Stuff to save it on your first month. It is a very Christmassy red, Diana, isn't it? Dries very fast. So far, if you've missed the beginning of our live today, we are doing the Stencil of the Month Club set for July. So now is your chance to join, or to get tell your friends and family to join. If you would like, yes, it's kind of coming out perfectly. If you would like to join, the next 7 days is when you can join the Stencil of the Month Club. And if you use my code, which is right here, I Restore Stuff, you'll get some savings there. So again, I'm just dolloping this in the center, and we're going to go through and just give it another good coat and making sure that I'm coming in from those edges a little bit, not so much. Not so much going alongside, but coming in slightly. If you notice, I'm trying to do that. Coming in from those edges, and then we'll go across there. Hopefully we don't get any fuzzy edges under the painter's tape. I don't know if who's experienced that before. Okay, so then we've got a nice wood background and a nice red background for our words to stick them on. Let's dry that off again before I take the tape off. Beautiful Christmassy theme today. Christmas in July. And if I get time at the end, I really would love to try one of the Father's Day stencils, because it's Father's Day coming up too. Who's got their Father's Day stencil sets? There are some of those that they are running low on, so I really hope that you didn't miss out. But if you still haven't got them, they're not just for Father's Day. And I know if you order now, it probably won't get there in time for Sunday, but they are really some fun year-round ideas, the Father's Day themed sets. They're really great year-round, like gift ideas, or, you know, like man cave signs, that kind of thing. So, all right, let's remove the tape. There's 1, 2. And we've got nice crisp edges because we kind of came in from the came in from the edges. So there we've got a nice crisp edge. I do like that background. I mean, like I said before, this is a reversible kind of placemat. Nice solid MDF. So it must be some sort of veneer on top, but it's just looking in great condition. Found it at a thrift store, guys. I always find the best things at the thrift stores. Any thrifters out there? Oh, wow. Evelyn, you've already started on Christmas. Yes, I know, because it comes around before you know it. And especially if you're in the crafting and, sign making and business and you're doing markets and things like that. So there's our nice background. Yes, if you're doing markets and things, you do have to be prepared. So we've got this here, and we've got Merry Christmas fits here. Also, Hello Winter fits there, but because we're doing Christmas baubles and things, you can imagine the gorgeous snowflakes. So this set comes with these three, if you missed that earlier. The snowflakes would also look beautiful on the top there. Or this gorgeous piece of, what do you call that? Mistletoe, that's the word. That would look adorable hanging from there with the red bow here hanging down there. So there's so many different ideas with this set that you could do. So we'll just do these words now. Make sure that's straight. We've got Merry Christmas. Make sure the edges, you can see through there where the edges are. Just grab a bit of this tape, rip that off. And make sure my sign doesn't go anywhere. We will use a nice bright white. This is Picket Fence by Fusion Mineral Paint. And if you do need my affiliate link for that, I'm happy to give that to you. Now, stenciling. Hands up. No, I know you can't do hands up. But give me a wave in the comments if you're brand new to stenciling, or let us know. Just say, I'm new here, never done stenciling before, or you've got your stencils but you're really timid and you're not sure how to stencil, you're not confident enough yet. Let us know in the comments. We'd love to know if that's you. And don't forget, guys, to stay till the end, because we are giving away prizes at the end of our live. We do every live, every weekday. And so, yeah, we would love to know. New here. Shelley's new, timid here. Yes, I love it, Sheila. Not afraid to admit that you're timid about stenciling. And Pamela is too. Oh, and someone's only just done a couple. Wendy. Fairly new at it. So there are some people who are fairly new to stenciling. What I'm doing right here is I'm offloading my stencil brush. Oh, another thing about the brushes, guys. So they come in a set of 4. So I've got the second to last size that I'm using right now, but there's a set of 4 stencils. Did you know that if you order more than one set, I just saw this on the site and I didn't even know this before, so maybe it's just new. But I saw on the site and I wanted to pass on the savings idea for you. If you buy more than one set, you start to save. So if you buy 2 sets, I think it is, you get 5% off. If you buy 3, I don't know, there's more. It goes up. Hang on, let me see if I can find that. So if you buy 2 sets, you save 10%. If you buy 4 sets, you save 15%. If you buy 8 sets, you're saving 25%. Okay? And so then if you use my code on top of that, you're really saving. So for those of you who do a lot of stenciling, a lot of sign making, you know how often we run out of brushes because we're using different colors, and you have to use a dry brush. It really doesn't help to use one that's just been washed out, because that water will stay in the bristles and it will cause your paint to be runny, and it will cause it to bleed under, and you get fuzzy edges. It ends up a mess. So I do recommend getting at least a couple of sets of brushes if you are ordering online. And that's from the essentialstencil.com site, okay? So that's not the Stencil of the Month Club link, but those are the brushes on the main site. So if you are ordering something this week using my code IRestoreStuff, just thought I'd let you know that bit of info. Okay, so the way that I'm stenciling on here is I'm giving it a bit of a swirl, but the reason I can do that without the paint getting all up and under the stencil is because we've offloaded most of it right here on this piece of paper, or you can use cardboard or whatever. And so now I can do this little swirly method, and that fills it all in so nicely, gives it a nice good coverage, and you can see when you're starting to run out. See, I'm starting to run out here, and we've got less on the brush. Let me show you how that's working out for us. And this is a bright white, so I may have to do 2 coats of this picket fence, or you might be able to just do 1. But it's up to you. So we'll see how solid that looks, and then we'll make our decision. You can always do a quick dry off with the hairdryer. yeah, you will need more than one set. It is a great idea to get a few. And the brushes, I think I also saw that, I'm not sure, they've just come back in stock, but I think, yeah, it does say there's 40 items left, so I'm not sure if that's accurate enough or not, but once you see the brushes down to about 40 sets left, and you haven't grabbed one yet, some people will be like, I need those brushes. Get them now before they do run out, because they do run low every now and then, and don't want anyone missing out. All right. Speaking of missing out, did everyone see Amanda's beautiful new Coastal Collection collaboration? That was adorable. And I know that it's sold out, but friends, I just wanted to mention you can still get the transfers. I did see the transfers on the site on essentialstencil.com. So if you look in, I think it's, if you look under new editions and things like that, you can see the sea turtles. Actually, probably type in the comments sea turtles and you'll see there are still some transfers left. So that is amazing. All right, I'm just kind of going over this for a second time, see how that turns out. Yeah, I think I like that. It's bright enough that we can see the Merry Christmas, and pop this aside so we can see. Beautiful, and it's really nice and crisp sign. You can see that it's white. It also looks very similar to the wood when I hold it up there, but it is a bright white. So there's our Merry Christmas, and then we're going to add. So now the next section that I'm going to add, remember this is from the premium set, and I'll show you the mini set in just a minute and what belongs on the basic plan. That is the basic plan. So with the premium plan, you do have the option of getting the add-on, and this is the add-on for this next month, July. Okay, we've got gorgeous Christmas trees, and then all these little gifts and baubles. And I imagine these would look great individually on gift tags, like the tags that I was going to show you in a minute. Show you what we'll do with those, but for today I'm going to add them to the top of here. Now, of course, if you did have a wide 16-inch round, these would fit perfectly right across the top, but as you can see, mine are not going to fit across the top of my 13-inch round, so I am going to have mine just going, you know, we'll miss out on the candy cane, or I could keep the candy cane in and come across here, but I think we will just sort of have a half a ball there. Maybe, let's see, oh, we could add a candy cane. I'm trying to decide which looks okay, which way we should go. I could hang it down further, but I want to have not too much of a gap up here. I think we'll leave these two little bows in here. I could do those red also, so let's see. We can add a bit of a candy cane. Oh, I might have to just make it all one colour, just for easiness sake. And once this is really dry down here, I can just add a bit of a tape so that that doesn't move around anywhere. And then I'm going to do this in white. And even if I feel like it needs a bit more depth, because white could be too similar to the wood on the background here. Let me see. We'll move it forward down here a bit. Just adding to my brush, for those of you who mentioned that you are new, we're offloading the paint onto the brush, also sort of working it into those bristles there. Can you see me do that? Sorry, it's hard to get the visuals right where I'm looking on screen. Yeah, Joyce Ann's saying I love all the fonts that are in this set as well. Okay, so I'm going to start over this side, and I know some of our design will fall off onto the wayside, but that's okay. Okay, I'm doing a pounce and wiggle, and of course, yes, as Essential Stencil mentioned, get started by practicing on a piece of cardboard or a piece of paper first. So I have just got, this isn't brown paper, it's kind of a reddish tone, but it's just kind of like a butcher's paper kind of a thing. You can practice on some cardboard or some paper first until you get your technique really down pat. you get it nailed. Is that how you say it? Yes, they are adorable stencils. So see, let me see how that's turning out. I think it's turning out great. We can go over some of these bits, like I could go over these little bows at the top with some red maybe. Imagine you could decorate, so I know that Essential Stencil in the past, I think, and I can't remember if it's Stencil of the Month Club or if it's from the regular site, where they've had Christmas tree before, and you can decorate the Christmas tree. So some of these may fit on the older stencil sets that you have from other past Christmases. But if you're new to the Stencil of the Month Club set, welcome. If you're new to Stencil of the Month Club, welcome. Just want to say welcome to those of you who are new, and I hope you enjoyed getting your sets for the June month. I've been seeing some people, have they got those yet? I can't remember when shipping date was. Pretty sure you'd be getting the June set now. Seeing some fun ideas from our ambassadors with those. Welcome, Margarita. Hi, Donna. Thank you for saying hello. Yeah, Rhonda's agreeing with the idea of having quite a few brush sets, because if you do use a lot of colours, you tend to use more than one brush for a stencil, and so it's good to have different colours. Also, the different sizes you can use for different things. Like a larger size would, you know, for your larger fonts or those things where you have to fill in a lot of space. So just dipping my paint in again, offloading as much as I can on the paper or the cardboard, whatever you decide to put it on. And we're just kind of wriggling, pouncing, wriggling. And this way you just sort of learn, after you've practiced a lot on your cardboard, you'll learn how much you need on your brush for the best results in not getting, at the same time, not getting the paint bleeding under those lines. Oh, what a cute little gift. Just as I'm stenciling it, I'm noticing all the detail and the bridge, the cute little bridges, stencil bridges that make up the wrapping paper. It's so cute. So these are going to be great, especially for gift tags. You know, we've even made Christmas cards using stencils, and so you can use some of these for the front of a Christmas card. You would just tape off the thing at the top, and imagine this little bow and the cute little ball hanging from the top of a Christmas card. Wouldn't that be adorable? Then you could colour in, you know, stencil the trees green, stencil the bow, make the ball silver, red bow on top, do all sorts of fun Christmassy ideas. Oh yeah, Joyce Ann's mentioning the detail or bridge brushes. So if you are someone who likes to fill in the bridges on your stencils, that is those little gaps where it's required in order for them to make the stencils to have those little gaps, which are called bridges, the plastic bridges over to create the stencil. So you have these little gaps in your letters. So we do have, oops, oh, Nelly dropped a cup of water there. We do also have the detail or bridging brushes. So they are really tiny, fine brushes like so. They come, there's a set of 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 brushes, all of different sizes, various sizes and widths. And this one's pointy, this one's a little bit more flat. And they can help you not only in bridging your bridges, but they will also help you with other details. So you might find a stencil that you just want to fill in some extra detail. It might be like the chickens. Did anyone see the little silky chickens? I've seen some gorgeous people detailing those and adding extra brush strokes all into there to create the chicken's feathers and things like that. So there are things that you could also use them for artist-wise, artistry. So if you know any artists, they are really good, nice quality brushes for details. Okay, I'm going to take this off and we'll see what that looks like. And if we want to go over that any more, so for example, oh, yep, I am going to go over that. So this top part here, because the grain of the wood is going this way and the line is going this way, I'm having to really make sure that that goes into the grain, because sometimes those little grain bits don't show up. Okay, let's have a look at that. I like it. I think it stands out enough, don't you? It could do with a second coat, but I'll leave that there for now. Now, what we could do on the bottom here too, to just fill out that space, is add some of those snowflakes from, I wasn't going to use this today, but I feel like they would really fit. So on the premium plan, you will get the third one we have here is the snowflakes. And so what I'll do is just add a few snowflakes to the bottom of this set. That will look cute. Very wintry. So what I'm going to do is put these 4 across here. Now they'll cut off there, and we'll see a little bit of the other snowflakes on the other end. You could even make them come into the red if you wanted to, but I think I'll just leave them off. Okay, so let's have a look at this one. And again, we'll just grab a bit of tape. Don't forget, this is the Stencil of the Month Club. So if you have not yet joined the Stencil of the Month Club, it is a fun club where you will not only get a set of, in the premium plan, you'll get a set of 3 stencils every month. In the basic plan, I'll show you that in a minute, you get a set of 3 mini stencils every month. But also the other, which is an absolutely major benefit of being in the Stencil of the Month Club, is their Facebook group. You get to be in a Facebook group of like-minded crafters, DIYers, sign makers, stencilers, and especially if you're new to stenciling, it's a great opportunity to learn from others and be inspired by some of the amazing ideas that you'll see in the group. All right, so yes, if you are just joining me, I'm using Fusion Mineral Paint in the colour Picket Fence. It's their brightest white. And sometimes you really have to work in these little snowflakes. And again, because there's a grain in this wood, it's MDF, but I think it's like a veneer on top. I'm having to really swirl it and smush it into those little snowflakes to get the grain of the wood. But you'll be able to see when you take it off whether it needs a second coat or not, and you can decide now or later, because even if you do take it off, you can fairly easily see where you've stenciled and place it back down in exactly the right position in order to give it a second coat. Anyone feeling, I should have the Christmas music going on in the background. Anyone feeling the Christmas spirit? I do love that time of year. And especially if you're in the middle of sweltering summer over there in the USA, then I hope this is making you feel cool as we do snowflakes today. All right, so that's the snowflake pattern. That's so great for wintry kind of stencils on anything. I will probably go over that one a second time, because look, we can just see that it's not showing through in some of those more than other little sections. So there's our round. Now to hang that, I could add 2 holes here and add a string, add a bow. I could add all sorts of fun embellishments on there, add some totally dazzled or something like that. Oops, that's that there. Now let me show you, oh dear, I just had a big blob of paint come all down the side there. I want to show you the basic plan now, to show you how that might differ from the premium plan. Now with the basic plan, if you use my code IRestoreStuff, you'll get the first month free. And the basic plan basically takes elements from the larger premium plan and puts it all in mini form. And so I'm going to use these cute tags to create some Christmas tags on. Pop that down here. Here's my code again. And this is the basic plan of Stencil of the Month Club. And we'll see how we go with these and see if I have time to do another stencil, another sign. I want to do another round because I just got my Father's Day stencils this week, and I'm so excited to use them. So if you want to hang around a little bit longer, I'll show you that. But here's this just was a pack of 10 of these wood embellishments, and you can probably get them from any of your craft stores. Look, I'm in Australia and we do not have Michael's stores over here, but it literally says Michael's stores Irving, Texas. So wherever I got it from, I don't know if I got it from Amazon, but I did add these on my Amazon, similar, on my Amazon storefront. If you happen to see that at I Restore Stuff, it is on, that is my name on Amazon, where you can have a look at my list of all the supplies that I use for stenciling and so on. So we're just going to use these little tags, but here is the basic plan. So the basic plan has 3 elements to it. We've got some cute little Christmas trees. So those are sort of taken from that extra add-on there. And then most of these things will be in a mini version. So you'll see this, we've got winter blessings and also happy holidays. So we've just got the 2 word sets on this basic plan. So that means you won't get the Merry Christmas. You won't get all of the things. See, this is the comparison with the premium plan. You get a set of 3 stencils. And this is the sizes of the words here compared to the sizes of the words on the mini set. So it's still got the winter blessings, but see how it's tiny. Now, some people, we get a lot of people asking, can we get to both the premium and the basic plan? And yes, you can. And I can't remember how you do that, but it will show you on the site. Just go to stencilofthemonthclub.com. But don't forget to put in my code, I Restore Stuff, and then you get these savings here. Okay, so there's the little one there. We've got the Christmas trees, and then, of course, a mini snowflake pattern. And that is, in fact, a lot smaller than the snowflakes on the snowflake pattern in the premium plan, which is that one there. So you can kind of see the difference in size. Okay? So those are the 3 in the basic plan. In the basic plan, you will get your first month free if you use my code, I Restore Stuff. So we're just going to do a quick little tag here of these Christmas trees, because I think these would make the cutest little Christmas tags for gift tags, don't you think? And these mini trees fit perfectly. These are 3.5 inch tags. And so they fit perfectly on there, and they've got a hole in the top. So I'm trying to make sure that I missed the top hole. I have to see that through. These were already painted black, and I do have another set that are wood ones. So you can get these wooden tags on my Amazon link that I can give you if you need that. Let me know in the comments that you'd love my Amazon link for those, because I can drop that in there. Tracy says she loves the trees. I know, isn't that the cutest? All right. Yeah, Amber, just try putting my code in, I Restore Stuff, and both of those if you are wanting both. It should, I think it should have be used for, it can be used for both. All right, so again, we offloaded our brush. I'm just doing white on black for this. Just giving it a nice little swirly motion in there. And you wouldn't have to use this for wooden tags, just you could use it for cardstock, cardstock tags. Create your own cardstock tags. Look at that, isn't that adorable? So let's do this next one. Oh, it's got a cute tiny weeny heart on the top for the star. That's adorable. A heart star. So you could, again, do, if you aren't happy with the first coat you've done and you need a more solid look, you can always add a second coat. These almost look like they're chalk painted. How quick and easy is this for a little gift tag? And so then you could use chalk to write on the back for someone's name. Then, guess what, guys? It's reusable for the next year. If you just use chalk to write on the back of your tags and then erase it, you can reuse these over and over again. How is that for sustainability and all of that stuff? Recycling, repurposing. Okay, this one needs a lot more filling out. So this one has a Christmas tree that has got a big space in the center, so we can just fill that one in a lot more. Got a star on the top of this one and little baubles out to the side. And you could do these in so many different beautiful colors. You could then use your detail brushes to actually create your own little tiny baubles on the tree or decorations, or add a bit of bling, something like that. So there's 3. Isn't that cute? So that one's filled in, and these ones are outlines. So there's 1, 2, 3, and we've got our fourth one here. Fourth little tree. So this one's from the basic set. Okay, so if you've just joined, we are looking at the Stencil of the Month Club for July. This week is the week to join, so we are only doing intakes once a month, and it's usually from the 14th to the 20th is the intake for the Stencil of the Month Club. So anytime you see us live here doing the Stencil of the Month Club sets, that's when the intake is. So here we are. Use my code, I restore stuff. Okay, this is a cute tree too. I like that. It's got kind of a fair bit of filling in. A little asterisk star on the top. I like it. Looks like it's laden with snow. Okay, so there's our 4 little mini gift tags. How quick and easy was that to do? Those little tags. Now that was done with the basic plan set of minis, and that's 3 minis all in the basic plan, or you can get the premium plan, which is all of these larger sizes right here. Okay, I'm going to quickly do another one for you using the Father's Day sets that were available. Now I know it's just Father's Day on Sunday, so you're not going to get these in time if you order today. But they are running out on some of the stock, and these are literally great gift ideas for year-round. Even Christmas coming up. It's not coming up, but it'll be here before you know it. Okay, so there's some of my favorites. I just wanted to show you my favorites, and I did want to mention, so these are on the regular site, essentialstencil.com, and I wanted to mention a few of these because there's some that are running low in stock. Now this one was hilarious. It's not a dad bod, it's a father figure. This is actually a 2-set piece, and it's got I'm not getting old, I'm becoming a classic, and it's got a classic car on the back. So there were only 13 of these left in stock, so make sure you grab a hold of those. I'm not sure if or when some of these are getting restocked, so now's your chance to grab on these. And this one's only 34 left. This is the diamond plate pattern. So, you know, like on the toolboxes and things like that, or the trays on, we call them utility, you call them trucks probably, I can't remember. In Australia we call them utes. It's got a bonus, so it's got a mini one on the back here, and those are actually smaller designs. So there's only 34 of those left. So I wanted to show you these because these are my favorites. Fisherman, this one's got 4 left, not very many. So if I've gone missing, I've gone fishing, and a lucky fisherman lives here with the catch of his life. Love that, hilarious. Hilariously fun sign. This pack, I wanted to use this one today because it's got the round. It says stand back, Dad's grilling. I think that's fun for such a great, like a barbecue area, places like that. It's got backyard bar and grill, but I don't know if there's any left now because when I saw this just before I started live, there was 1 left in stock, you guys. So that lucky person, if you don't have this one already and you want it, now's your chance. It may be gone by the time this live's finished. And there's 23 of these left, which is Dad's Garage. And this would look great. Marty saw this one and went, look, oh, this would look great with the checker plate on the background. I said, yeah, I have seen some inspirational ones by some of our ambassadors who've done that exact very thing. So that one, 23 left of those. All right, so let's quickly do a Father's Day themed sign as we finish off our live. We could go in this direction of the grain, or we could go in this direction. I might do this one because I did with the Christmas one, I did that way. Now, what was I going to be inspired by? I was going to do this one, wasn't I? There was only one of them left, but I will do the Dad's, the classic one maybe. I'm not getting old. I'm becoming a classic, and I feel like that goes great with this background here. I was going to put the checkered plate, but it might be too busy on this background. I might save that for another one. So we'll just do this super fast and quick. It's already got this nice sort of silvery background, silvery grey kind of background on the back of it. Oh yeah, the Christmas stencils are amazing, aren't they? So yes, Essential Stencils letting you know that you can only get the add-on. So that add-on I showed you, that's only available with the premium set. Okay, so the basic plan just has those minis just the 3 minis. And the premium plan has the 3 large 12 by 16. Each of those stencils pages is 12 by 16, so it's pretty huge. And then you can optionally have the add-on, which is the extra thing that had the Christmas trees and the decorations across the top of it. All right, so this is I'm Not Getting Old, I'm Becoming a Classic. And this would look good in black. So I'm going to change the color of my, actually, no, that's the wrong one. Just grab a little bit of coal black. So yes, if you don't have any of those yet, grab a hold of them. So this is perfect for a round, perfect size for a round. And you could, like I said, you could add that checker plate to the background. I'll see what it looks like just with this plain first, and then we might have a look at doing the checkered plate if it warrants some more. Oh, that's lovely. Britta says that you've ordered from one other site and Essential Stencil are by far your favourite. Oh, that's great. That's great to hear. We love that you are happy with your stencils. Okay, so again, I've got a huge blob of black paint on my brush. I don't want all of that. I'm literally going to wipe some off on the side of the jar. And then I'm going to offload the majority of it on my paper. Thank you to all of those who said you were brand new to stenciling. Don't forget to hang out here right till the end. We've got a few minutes left because that's literally all it's going to take me to do this stencil. I'm going to be very careful not to put paint onto the ends here. If your stencil is running close to the edge and you want to take precautions, add tape to the end because we don't want our brush to go off and accidentally hit the board. So yeah, this is literally all it's going to take. So stay tuned because there's prizes being given away at the end of our live. And this is, if you missed it earlier, I picked this sign up at a thrift store. It's actually not even a sign, it's a placemat. It said reversible placemat on the tag on the back of it, and I went, no, it's not. It's going to be a sign. I'm always looking for things to stencil at thrift stores, and these were just the perfect size for round. So if you do happen to find some round placemats and they're a good quality MDF, I'm literally thinking I could just drill holes in there. Then that would sort of make it that reversible because it does have the nice wood background and then it's got this grey background. But yeah, I thought that was a score. They were $3 at the thrift store. So I couldn't even buy wood for that, round wood, here anyway. I feel like our prices are higher in Australia than they are in the US. So Brenda says, Essential Stencil has been knocking these out of the park, all the new stencils. I know, aren't they great? These and the Stencil of the Month club set, amazing ideas, getting you ready for Christmas way ahead of time. Of course, it's just perfect. Christmas in July just makes so much sense, doesn't it? Because really, it's kind of getting you prepared at the same time, but everyone loves to have those, I don't know, Christmas in July kind of events that you just, it's all summery and then you feel wintry. But see, in Australia, it's all different. It's all back to front seasons. And so our Christmas is literally the middle of summer. So we are usually stinking hot, sweating, and eating watermelon. That's our watermelon season, is Christmas. Traditionally, we have watermelon on Christmas Day. You know, it's like an afternoon snack. We bust open a whole watermelon and the family feeds on it. So I know that a lot of people from the US, when they come to visit Australia, if it's Christmas time, it feels so strange to them. I know my family had an exchange student who was from Sweden, and she was just thinking, oh my goodness, this just feels so weird having summer for Christmas. You know, it should be snow and cozy fires and all the things. I'm like, yep, totally different world, isn't it? But if you wanted to get away from the snow, because I know that we don't like the extremes, do we? We're either sweltering hot in summer or it's too cold in winter. Fighting blizzards and things. nearly finished, and then we will be picking some winners for our... Oh, Kelly, your pastor is from Australia. You love listening to him speak. Oh, I might know who that is, depending on what city you're in. That'd be interesting. I know a few of, well, I don't know them personally, but I know of a few Australian pastors who are ministering over there in churches around the place, Nashville even, and such. Good thing is you don't put on those Christmas hounds like we do. That's funny, Kimberly. Yeah. You have a point. Yes, we're sweating it out at Christmas time here. Okay, I like it. I think it's going to be great. Let's have a look, see what that looks like. Again, if you feel like that it's not enough, because we really do want to just spread this nice and lightly, because if we have too much paint on our brush, it does literally bleed under and causes fuzzy edges on all of your writing. It's not nice and crisp. So that's why we want to have nice crisp edges and use hardly any paint on our brush. But sometimes that means that you may need a second coat. But that's okay. It's so much easier to put on 2 coats rather than try and, have an ugly looking stencil because it's all, bled through underneath. So isn't that cute? I'm not getting old. I'm becoming a classic. A great dad sign. So if you do have your Father's Day stencils, I hope you'll do some fun crafting for Father's Day. And so that could look fun, with these out to the side here going around. We could do that. But like I said, some of those Father's Day themed or man cave themed stencils are running low. So grab those, and you can also use my I Restore Stuff code on the main Essential site, essentialstencil.com, and get 10% off your stencils there. So that goes for your brushes as well. So remember I talked about that good deal they've got going with the brushes at the moment. The more you buy, the more you save. So there's that as well. So don't forget, we've looked at the Stencil of the Month Club today. We will get our prize winners up in just a minute, and that's the stencil, the sign that we made, the round sign that we made using the Stencil of the Month Club. And then again with our basic plan, we made these adorable little mini tags. Aren't they just the cutest little trees? And again, you could use those, you could do those same tag idea using some of these little decorations that come on the add-on. So remember, this decoration's here from the add-on. So if you do want those, you just have to hit the optional add-on and add that to your stencil subscription. So the club is now open, guys, open for business. Go to stencilofthemonthclub.com. The link is right there, but please don't forget to use my code and you will get free month on the basic plan, or you get 50% off the first month in the premium plan. So those are our projects for today, and we are getting ready to hear from who our winners are. That's okay, Maggie. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bobby. I love showing you all of our things. So what you can do, and I'll put these together so you can see the idea, is you could literally find a round like this and create a double-sided sign. So say you did this one for a man cave, and then on the back, sneaky, you had this double-sided, and then it's all of a sudden Christmas time, and you're like, oh, I need to do some Christmas decor. Here, you've already prepared it earlier in July when you got your Stencil of the Month Club set. So you just literally flip your sign over and hang this one, and there you go. So our winners today, Joyce Ann. Oh my goodness, you're a winner, my dear. Mary and Kelly. So Joyce Ann, great to see you winning today. Mary Lou, congratulations. And Kelly, please email support@essentialstencil.com. Let them know that you were a winner today on Sharon Hankins Live on Wednesday night. And guys, I will see you next week for another fun live DIY. It's my husband's birthday next week. Woo! Maybe I'll give him this. I'm not getting old. I'm becoming classic. Maybe that could be a good birthday present. Shh, don't tell him I made it today. And these fun little Christmas tags. That's all the things we did today. So thank you so much for joining me. Share the live. Share it with friends that it is the open week. So you've got all week long. You've got until the 20th to join up with the Stencil of the Month Club. If you've let your club membership lapse, or you've decided not to join and you're like, I got to join again. These are too good to miss out on. Join now. This is your week. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week, guys. Bye.